Just a not so fun fact, I've tried to record this video like 3 times now, but I kept rambling about the whole storyline of Dima because it's just that interesting. But we're just talking about Breach today, okay? I'll give you a quick summary of what everything is, but here we go. I am not in a position to give you professional music advice. I'm not here to tell you what you should like or what's good or what's not. I'm just saying what I personally like from my sound. And for reasons of whatnot, I am obligated to wear this throughout the whole thing. There you go. If you don't know what Breach is, it is the 5th installment of a storyline that 21 Pilots, the really cool band, has been telling for the last 10 years throughout 5 of their albums, including Breach. The albums go Blurry Face, Trench, Scaled and Icy, Clancy, and the final one being Breach. We're here, fellas. We made it. A very brief summary to explain what this is, okay? Just a very brief summary because I'm not going to get into myself again. It's about a guy. His name is Clancy. He is a citizen of a town city known as Dima. Dima is hijacked. It is run by a hijacked religion known as Vialism. What is Vialism, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. You won't find it in the book, or at least I haven't been able to find it in the book. It's really it's a fun read, but it's mainly like just the stuff that they were kind of teasing at during the whole Trench era and whatnot. So I'll explain this real fast. Vialism is basically a religion where self-destruction is known as the proper leading, in a sense. So self-destruction to yourself, well, that's good. They're saying, oh, yes, do that. That's good. Because it benefits the rulers there. There are 9 rulers. They are known as Nico and the Niners. Nico is the main one, if that wasn't obvious. Nico and the Niners, you know, you guys like that? Anyways, I'm having fun here. Clancy is a citizen of Dima. He, however, has escaped several times from Dima. It has been a cycle at this point. Every single time, he gets brought back. Over and over again. Until one day, on one of his escapes, he encounters an area known as Trench and uncovers a little tribe known as the Banditos. The Banditos, well, they show the colors of that. The Banditos are run by, which I believe to be a man known as Torchbearer. Torchbearer is in charge of the Banditos. Torchbearer's job is to find Clancy. They did that, and this time he actually brought Clancy in, showed them the ways of how they do things. And he was captured again. And then he was forced to make pop songs. So listen, that whole storyline went from there. It's a whole thing. You can go check it out yourself. The album before this was called Clancy. It's the start of this whole rebellion arc. So here we go. Now listen, Breach came out. And guys, I gotta say, I really liked Breach. I really did. Listen, and I'm in the most professional way possible. I am very unprofessional. I'm not here to tell you if you need to like this album or not. I'm just here saying that I liked it. You can go from there. If you want a more professional review, you'll have to wait until this man decides to make one of those reviews, and then you can decide if you like it or not. I'll some of you out. Now, to not get sidetracked again, we're going to actually go by the tracks in order, and then I'm going to tell my unfiltered thoughts regarding that, but they'll still be filtered. There you go. Anyways, City Walls. This is the first song. It brings the whole Dima storyline to a beginning to an end. And how do I know this? Well, it's pretty clear in a lot of their lyrics. And by the way, just the way this song is produced and sounds, it is really good, y'all. It is very good. For me personally, I think that was an abrupt, amazing start to this type of album. It is really, really, it punches you. It gets you right back in there. And guys, if you want to watch that music video. But it really just sets up for what's going on. Because at the end of Clancy, the album before, we actually got left on a cliffhanger with Paladin Strait. So, now you know. Now we know how that ends up. So that's fun. A couple things I really want to highlight about this song. Not so much lyric-wise, although the lyric-wise is pretty good because it does tie into the story. However, I want to say the delivery of Tyler's vocals and rapping is, it's enjoyable. It's nice. And a lot of the vocals actually are quite impressive. I'll even admit to that one. Another main thing I really appreciate about this song, there are 2 callbacks that I think are very interesting to note. The whole Entertain My Faith narrative was brought back. If you guys know what that's from, Holding On To You, 2012, Vessel, you know why that matters. And oh my god, just how they implemented that specific lyric to this song is, it's good. It'll give you chills, especially very, very triumphant, especially if you're watching the music video. You'll really appreciate that. I did anyways, I don't know. And also just the address my soul part just underneath is just layers. However, To signify what this means for the rest of the album, there is an important thing that we can't overlook. The start of Heavy Dirty Soul is how this song ends, which kind of concludes that the cycle's starting over again. So, yeah. Next song. So the next song was RAWFEAR, and guys, I'm not gonna lie, this one caught me for a little bit of surprise. Everyone saw the graphic for this song's like typography and we're like, oh, that's gonna be like a metal song. And then it's like one of the most chill things you'll hear. It's catchy though, I will say that. Again, I'm not obligated to tell you what good lyricism is or not. I'm just telling you that, hey, the song's good. It's like, rough is moving, not as moving. It's good, all right? Let it go. It's a very chill song. It's very much of a vibe. It's nice. It's a quick little depart away from City Walls. Although the continuity for some of these songs regarding the concept, they're hit or miss. The third song was Drum Show, and this premiered like 3 weeks ago. It's good. It's just good. It's one of their best. Don't question it. Just accept it. Why is it one of their best? Well, for the first time in a song, we actually got Josh vocals, and that's pretty significant considering he's the drummer who has been in the back for years. It was nice. It was a nice little change of pace, and it's just the message with going on with what Josh was going through with this song, Drum Show. It's nice. It's nice. It's good. It's really good. And Tyler's just overall vocals are... That man can scream, y'all. Look, I can go on without how good Drum Show is and whatnot, but it's catchy. It's catchy. It's a good rock. It's good. Do what you want with that. I'm not obligated here to tell you if it's good sounding or bad sounding. I'm just here telling you, hey, I liked it. Maybe you'll like it. Cool. So the fourth song's called Garbage, and this one's a little bit different than Drum Show. Yeah. It's not a bad song. It's fine. Compared to City Walls and Drum Show, I will say, definitely one of the more weaker ones, but this is only track 4 on the album. Yeah, honestly, this song wasn't really all that bad. It was nice. It was nice to hear. You know, sometimes it just takes a famous person to say, hey, I also feel like garbage. We all need that sometimes. Okay, 5 was The Contract, y'all. We got to talk about The Contract. The Contract was the main song that was promoting Breach for a while. It came out 2 months ago, and it hit. It hits. It's so good with what it does. If you're a 21 Pilots fan, you know Regional best. Though that is an album. That's an album. They explore a lot of that similar sound with Contract. And oh my god, I just really like the storyline with The Contract there. I can just visualize Clancy just hiding from like Nico for some reason. I just really enjoy that. With the lyric of I check the doors, check the lights, I check the doors, check the... Remind me to never make a video without a script again. I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that Necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. Man, you could just visualize that. That's just fear. That is just fear. Everything regarding the rest of that song is just so nice sounding. There's a couple times where it switches up, and there's a couple times where you just have that constant drum beat. Even some switch up of flows. Wake up and I found out, did it change up? Wait, did it change up? Is it light out yet? Better find out, bet. I'm gonna walk around the edge of the room in bed where I have my face, pace around. Better try to breathe, pace around, pace around. You could fit that in that same song. That's kind of crazy. That's the same song that goes like, I don't sleep much. That's crazy. I'm not singing. I'm sorry. The Contract is good. It was definitely the definitive single for this album. And, you know, it's nice to see that after all this time, it still hits. I've listened to Breach maybe 3 times now, and some songs specifically a little bit more. This is that song. Downstairs is the 6th track on Breach, and fellas, this one's good. This one's really good. I don't know why, but before I was even debating on making this video, I was listening to Downstairs constantly on repeat. I was just listening, letting the album play through, but when it got to Downstairs and it was about to switch to the next song, I'm like, you know what? No. I don't want that song to end. So I played it like 17 more different times. I was not counting. I'm just estimating. So there you go. But Downstairs is just... It's a hard hitter. It is from a little thing I noticed. It is actually from a demo of a video that 21 Pilots made back then in 2012 called Korea. It is that same instrumental. It's that same little production on that. They just finished the song finally. And I really appreciate what they did with it. Downstairs, it's just basically him saying it's quieter down here. He doesn't have to be so bold. He doesn't have to be so bold about how his views on faith and religion are. The thing that contradicts that song, though, is the fact that God is specifically asking you to be bold in that. So sometimes it's not the easiest thing in the world, yo. And then on top of that, we just haven't had a song that really talks about Tyler's faith in a while. And it's really nice considering that's kind of how 21 Pilots started out. If you guys go back to their first album, there are tons, and I mean tons of songs that are all focused around the same thing. They are beautiful. They are beautiful melodies. Downstairs, it's a really good song. Okay, the 7th song is called Robot Voices. I'm not gonna lie, this one was a little bit iffy for me at first. Look, I've grown to be okay with it, but it is definitely not a song I would choose here. Listen, I'm probably not the audience that song was geared towards, and that's probably why maybe we don't appreciate songs like that sometimes, because it's not actually made for us. And that, I think that's okay. I'm gonna be honest, I still don't exactly know what Robot Voices is, but I do like this line. I wasn't looking for love this year, but my robot told me that I shouldn't fear. That was nice. That might be one of the first skips that we've had on here, but overall, it's still not the worst thing in the world. I've heard worse. Okay, Center Mass. So Center Mass for me personally was another song that I was a little bit on the edge with, but I appreciate why it exists. It is a song I found out that is more so about the vulnerability of pain and shrinking yourself down to such pain. On top of that, it covers a lot of things like anxieties, vulnerabilities, fears, and just overall, at points, fragility. And that's good, because I think Breach is actually an album that kind of encapsulates a lot of that. For me, Center Mass is not something I keep going to. However, though, I'm not going to skip it when it keeps going on the album. It's up to you to decide if you want to like that or not. I'm okay with it. Then we have Cottonwood for kind of track 9. Guys, I think this was the song that I got Neon Gravestones vibes from. I understand why the song exists. Again, I know kind of the reasoning of it. Cottonwood was one of Tyler's grandfather's favorite trees, so that's why it's captured that. And the reason why I mentioned Tyler's grandfather is because that is a man who is unfortunately deceased, and this is how he is remembering his legacy and whatnot. I really do think it's good, and if some of you aren't too on track with Cottonwood, it's supposed to be bittersweet, it's supposed to be melancholic, it's mourning in a sense. So do what you will with that. So then we are on track 10, and I actually don't remember this one all that much. What is One Way? Why is it here? I liked One Way. I will say, I think the second part of the song is definitely more my speed, especially that one part where Tyler just kind of does the vocal thing. I really do appreciate that. It sounds nice to your ears if you like that type of music. Oh, and also the vibe change from One Way going into Days Lie Dormant. Oh dear. And also, we just have to appreciate the transition from One Way to Days Lie Dormant, which is a song that I kind of Listen, I think it's very sweet. I found out that from some more little bit of research that it is basically Tyler saying, hey, I'm doing this right now and I'm on tour. You're far away. There is literally nowhere else I want to be other than you right now. Until then, my days lie dormant waiting for you again. And that's sweet. We want our partners to feel that. We should be thinking that about our partners. However, though, I'm just not a huge fan of this song. It's not bad. It's just not for me. It's well produced. It's well sung. It has well meaning. It's just not for me. We're on the second to last track. It's called Tally. How did Tally go again? Okay, I like Tally. I remember it now. This was the song that had real, what do we call it? Regional at best and self-titled vibes. Yeah, that was it. Because the first literal 13 seconds, then you get the vocals. It is literally around the same sound as Addict with a Pen, especially the second part of that song. If you know what I'm talking about. The funny thing about that song is it was originally going to be left off the album, but then Josh fought for it. Again, he did that with the previous album too. That's how we got Navigating. So moral of the story, thank you, Josh, and let him choose songs on the albums. Funnily enough, as I was doing this, there was a new there was Intentions that just kind of popped up. There's now Breach Digital Remains. I kid you not, guys. I did not plan for that. Huh. Anyways, let's talk about the last song real quick, and then I'll have to listen to Drag Path later. I know I'm being very sarcastic and lighthearted about this whole thing, but Intentions is a very important song for this album and the whole overall story in general. 21 Pilots has always been the band that has asked nothing other than the fans to stay alive. It comes full circle here. It really does. How does it come full circle? Intentions is truce, but reversed. It has similar meanings in a sense, but they contrast each other. Truce is about promise me you'll try again. Another morning, another night, you will try again. Stay alive for me. Intentions is practically saying day by day, you have failed. This cycle will continue, but you will keep fighting. Intentions is a very deep song for this album. Truce was the song that was the last song on Vessel in 2012. And we got it again in 2025 with the final album to this whole 10-year storyline since Blurry Face. I just think that's special personally. And the song is just a cycle in itself. It says, did you learn a thing while you were going through this whole cycle at least? Did you learn something? Did you learn more resilience? Did you learn more power? Did you learn more patience? Did you learn how to fight? Did you learn how to keep going? Did you learn how to not give up or get back up when you fell? That is the song essentially right there. And I think that's a great way to end this album, especially with the story it is. As with the song name being Intentions, the last lyric in that song is just try to be, which grounds you to the reality. No matter what your intentions are, good, bad, whatever, try to be. You can't do anything else. Focus on today. Try to be what your intentions are there for. And that was Breach, everyone. Thank you. It was really nice to see this story in real time, and I'm sure whether it's 21 Pilots or another band or artist that you follow, you guys will find someone of the sort you will care about in such a way, following along with such a project. Thank you. Hey, it's me. It's the guy who just recorded that whole video and edited it all. I'm just letting you know, I left out a lot of current details, and Breach has been playing all day today, any chance that I could. It's been a really good album. It's been growing really well. I'm curious to think what you guys thought about it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Whatever, you get the idea. Do you like the Trench storyline? Do you like all that? That'd be great. I want to hear your thoughts. Leave them in the comments. Do that. Okay, I'll let you get back to that now. Thank you.